Okay, so we ran into a little issue here. The measurement between leaf to leaf, the center of the nipple that the rear end has to sit on is 40 inches. The actual 8.8 rear end is 39 to those mounting points. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take a rasp like this, and you're gonna have to remount the hole on the axle half an inch either way to the outside. Okay, also your mounts for the U-bolts are going to be too narrow now that your U-bolts are going to be wider apart. So I bought some of this flat stock, I believe it's 3/8 of an inch. I put the holes in it. I'm going to trim it, and then you're also going to have to weld and remount the shock mount here. So I'm gonna cut that off and weld it to the new one. Okay, so here's the finished product here. I cut off and welded the stock shock mount, or like the stud that was on the stock one. Okay, so for the brake lines, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get the fitting for the brake line for the Ford, and I'm just cutting the stock hard body, and then I'm gonna flare it and we're good to go. Came together pretty okay, so it came together perfect. You do have to kind of pull the line a little tight, but it works great. Okay, so when you're swapping over to this rear end, you're gonna have to change the rear connection that you're gonna need a forward connection. Pat's drive line came through again. I actually had to extend it an inch this time. So here's the part number for the forward bolts for the drive shaft to differential. All right, so we got the fun part coming up here with the drum setup. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to put some anti-seize on both ends here, and a little bit of anti-seize on these connection points, just very little on all these spots here. This is where the shoe meets the dust shield. The shoes are installed and ready for the drums. Okay, drums are installed. Now I just gotta bleed the brakes. Okay, so I just bled the brakes. This thing right here is literally the best $12 you're ever gonna spend. Makes your life easy. Basically, you just fill this up a little bit of fluid. There's a tube that goes in the fluid. This other tube goes to the back of the bleed screw, and it's a one-man job. Highly recommend getting one of these things. Okay, so I went with the Ford Ranger rear tires, obviously because the Ford 8.8 changes you from a 6 lug to a 5 lug, and we're here to see why we went through the hassle to put that rear end on the car.